Before you spend $50,000 or more on a Tesla SUV, there's something you absolutely need to know. The Tesla Model Y and Model X are two of the most talked about electric vehicles in America right now, but the conversation isn't always positive. While thousands of buyers are lining up to get their hands on these futuristic machines, an equal number of owners are sharing stories that might make you reconsider. Today, we're diving deep into what Consumer Reports and actual Tesla owners are saying about these SUVs. And trust me, some of these findings will surprise you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether a Tesla SUV is worth your hard-earned money, or if you should look elsewhere. Let's get into it. The Tesla Model Y has become a phenomenon in the automotive world. It's currently one of the best-selling SUVs in the entire United States, not just among electric vehicles, but across all categories. Walk through any parking lot in California, Texas, or Florida, and you'll spot multiple Model Ys within minutes. The numbers don't lie. This compact SUV has captured the imagination of American drivers in a way few vehicles ever have. So what's driving this massive popularity? First, there's the performance. The Model Y can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 3.5 seconds in its performance trim. That's sports car territory in a family SUV. Second, the technology is genuinely impressive. The massive touchscreen, the over-the-air updates, the autopilot capabilities, these features make traditional SUVs feel outdated by comparison. Third, there's the cost savings on fuel. With electricity prices generally lower than gasoline, owners report significant savings over time. Consumer Reports has noted that owner satisfaction with the Model Y remains high. Many drivers love their vehicles and wouldn't switch back to traditional cars. The safety ratings are excellent, with top scores in crash tests. The spacious interior and impressive cargo space make it practical for families. And let's not forget the environmental appeal. For many buyers, driving electric simply feels like the right thing to do. But here's where things get interesting. This same vehicle that's winning hearts across America is also generating a substantial number of complaints and concerns. While the Model Y sits at the top of sales charts, it's also accumulating a troubling record of recalls and reported issues. The 2026 Model Y alone has been subject to 5 separate recalls. Let that sink in. 5 recalls for a vehicle that's supposed to represent the future of transportation. One of the most concerning recalls involves a battery defect that can cause a sudden loss of power while the vehicle is in motion. Imagine driving on a highway at 70 miles per hour and your vehicle simply loses power. That's not just an inconvenience, that's a serious safety hazard. Federal authorities have taken these reports seriously, launching investigations into multiple aspects of Tesla's SUV lineup. Then there's the door handle issue. This might sound minor, but it's anything but. Several Tesla owners have reported being trapped inside their vehicles due to malfunctioning electronic door handles. In an emergency situation, this design flaw could have serious consequences. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has opened an investigation into this problem after receiving numerous complaints. Consumer Reports and other independent testing organizations have highlighted additional concerns. Recent reliability studies have placed Tesla models among the least reliable vehicles in their respective categories. We're talking about high rates of defects in vehicles that are only a few years old. For a premium-priced vehicle, that's simply unacceptable to many buyers. The most commonly reported problems include persistent wind noise at highway speeds, rattles and squeaks from the interior panels, paint defects and panel gaps visible right off the delivery truck, suspension issues that require early replacement, and software glitches that affect basic functions. One owner described picking up their brand new Model Y and immediately noticing a panel gap you could fit your finger into. Another reported a persistent rattle from the dashboard that the service center couldn't fix after 3 visits. The quality control issues seem particularly pronounced. Unlike traditional automakers with decades of manufacturing experience, Tesla is still learning how to build vehicles consistently. Some Model Ys roll off the production line nearly perfect. Others have multiple issues that require immediate attention. It's a lottery, and that's not what buyers expect when spending this much money. If the Model Y has problems, the Model X takes things to another level. This is Tesla's flagship SUV, the one that's supposed to showcase everything the company can do. With its distinctive falcon wing doors, ludicrous acceleration, and premium price tag that can exceed $100,000, the Model X promises an exclusive ownership experience. But Consumer Reports has been particularly critical of the Model X's reliability record. Year after year, this model has scored poorly in dependability ratings. The complex falcon wing doors, while visually impressive, have proven to be a maintenance nightmare for many owners. These doors use multiple sensors, motors, and hinges. When they work, they're amazing. When they don't, you're looking at expensive repairs and extended service visits. The federal government has investigated tens of thousands of Model X vehicles for suspension failures. These aren't minor issues. We're talking about suspension components that can fail prematurely, potentially affecting vehicle control and safety. For a vehicle in this price range, such fundamental problems are hard to justify. Electronic gremlins plague the Model X more than any other Tesla model. Owners report touchscreen freezes, sensor malfunctions, climate control failures, and charging problems that require software updates or hardware replacements. One Model X owner shared their experience of having their vehicle in the service center for a cumulative total of 6 weeks during the first year of ownership. That's unacceptable for any vehicle, let alone one costing 6 figures. The air suspension system, standard on many Model X configurations, has shown a tendency to develop leaks and require expensive repairs outside of warranty coverage. Traditional automakers have refined air suspension technology over decades. Tesla's implementation still has growing pains, and owners are paying the price. Even if you're willing to accept the possibility of problems, there's another issue that affects all Tesla owners: service accessibility. Unlike traditional automakers with vast networks of dealerships and independent repair shops, Tesla controls its entire service ecosystem. In theory, this should lead to better service. In practice, it often means long wait times and limited options. Many Tesla owners report waiting weeks or even months for service appointments for non-critical issues. Mobile service is convenient when available, but can't handle major repairs. Taking your vehicle to a service center often means traveling significant distances, especially if you don't live near a major city. And when parts are needed, the wait can extend even longer. The cost of repairs outside warranty coverage can be shocking. Because Tesla parts are proprietary and the company doesn't widely distribute repair information, independent shops often can't help. You're at Tesla's mercy for pricing and availability. A battery pack replacement, for example, can cost $20,000 or more. Even minor collision repairs often result in bills that exceed what similar damage would cost on a traditional vehicle. You should actually buy a Tesla SUV. 8, 15, 33. So after all this information, you should actually consider buying a Tesla SUV. The answer isn't simple, but here's the honest truth. The Model Y makes sense if you live in an area with good Tesla service center access. You're comfortable with technology and can handle minor software issues. You have home charging capability. You value the latest technology over proven reliability. And you're willing to accept that problems might occur and be patient with the resolution process. For early adopters and technology enthusiasts, the Model Y can be a rewarding ownership experience despite its flaws. Driving dynamics are genuinely excellent. The technology really is years ahead of most competitors, and the total cost of ownership, when you factor in fuel savings and minimal maintenance, can be competitive with luxury gas SUVs. The Model X is a much harder sell. Unless you absolutely must have those falcon wing doors, or you need the extra seating capacity in an electric package, there are better ways to spend $100,000. The reliability concerns, the service challenges, and the depreciation of used examples all point to this being a vehicle you should approach with extreme caution. Here's the bottom line. Tesla SUVs represent the future of automotive technology, but they're not without significant growing pains. The Model Y is a revolutionary vehicle that many owners genuinely love, but it comes with real risks that you need to understand before buying. The Model X is an impressive engineering achievement that's simply too unreliable to recommend for most buyers. If you decide to move forward with a Tesla SUV purchase, go in with your eyes wide open. Understand that you're buying cutting-edge technology from a company that's still learning how to build cars at scale. Read your warranty carefully. Budget for potential repair costs. And maybe most importantly, have a backup transportation plan for when service issues inevitably arise. The automotive future is electric, and Tesla is leading that charge. But leading doesn't always mean perfecting. Make sure a Tesla SUV is right for your specific situation before you sign on the dotted line. Thanks for watching, and remember,